Hi, this video is the art of hair transplant restoration surgery on an individual who has a receding hairline and corner, has thinning frontal area, and his temple has gone back a little bit too. So on average, for Asian and black, the average height of the hairline from the mid-eyebrow to the hairline is around 6.5 to 7 centimeter. For Caucasian, it is around 7.5 to 8.5. Although we use the average height of each ethnic hairline as a guide, but really when we create the hairline, we want to base on each individual facial structure. It's a custom hairline, really, because each individual of the hairline is very unique, and we base off on the overall facial structure. As long as the third proportional, from the mid eyebrow to the hairline is the third, from the mid glabella to the tip of the nose, so it's the third, tip of the nose to the bottom of the chin, so the third. Hairline is a very difficult part to recreate, but it can be done very naturally if you pay attention to all the meticulous detail. It is an art form, require quite a bit of the artistic and aesthetic detail to ensure a very natural result. So not only when it's proportional, the more narrow the face, the more arched back the hairline, the more round the face, the more flat the hairline. So this patient is somewhere in the middle. And then we had to bring the temple in. As you can see, if you turn this way, his temple has gone back. The rule of thumb is where the eyebrows end, where we put a finger breadth, and that's where the temple should begin. Again, where the eyebrows end, where the temple is, that's where it should begin. So for this client, when we bring in the temple, we actually bring in the symmetry of the face much better. So instead of right now when he's not only receiving hairline and corner, all the way but his temple gone back. So his jaw down here give him a V pattern, and most people with a V pattern, his forehead is more prominent, then you focus more on the forehead and it really throw the looks off. Once we lower the hairline and bring in the temple, now the symmetry instead of V pattern is actually straight down, and really frame the face and the forehead better, and then bring in the symmetry of the overall and the proportion to the overall face, and then frame the face. And now instead of focus on the forehead, we actually, with the framing of the face, now the eyes and the nose and all the feature that God created really comes out. Once we get the shape down, we transplant at 35-45 angle. It increases when you go backward and change it when you go different direction. The temple is flat against the skin and pointed backward. And the precise angle is important. Selection of hair graft is important. We transplant rows and rows of single hair graft in the front, followed by root to grow 2 hair, 3 hair, 4 hair, and back for bulk and volume. The reinforcement is really important. We not only fill in the bald spot, but we go into the in the area in the back to anticipate the future hair loss. And so that way, when you start losing existing hair, you have the transplant hair reinforced into that area. You can only refer to that as a blending effect, where there's no demarcated line because we blend it into the existing hair, and we reinforce that and to anticipate the future hair loss. And this is the art of hair transplant. We'll be attempting at least 2,500 hair graft on this client. Thank you.